A few days ago, I showed you my unboxing of the Google Nexus 5X by LG. Although I want to do some more testing with the 5X before giving the phone a full review treatment, I wanted to check in and share my initial impressions of the Nexus 5X after the first few days of use. How's it going, everybody? This is Matt D, and these are my thoughts on the Nexus 5X so far. The build materials of the 5X instantly reminded me of the original Nexus 5 as soon as I picked up the phone. I like the placement of the power button on the 5X as opposed to the power button on the 2013 Nexus 5, which was near the top right corner of the device. Although the phone offers a good feel on the hand, I'm a little disappointed in the durability of the phone's soft-touch plastic. It appears that when I placed the 5X on my desk while I was filming my unboxing of the device, I ended up putting a dent in one of the bottom corners. So if you plan on purchasing the 5X, I would strongly recommend purchasing a case to protect the phone. By now you've probably seen an endless number of videos that cover the overall features of Android 6.0 Marshmallow, but I still want to touch on my initial experiences with the software. Like I mentioned in my Nexus 5X unboxing video, I found Google Now on Tap to be quite useful whenever I want more information on a topic that I'm reading about on the phone. Also, I like having more granular control over app permissions in the software. While I like the idea of the new doze functionality programmed into the operating system, the Nexus 5X's battery performance has been less than impressive. After doing some additional research and watching videos by other content creators, I've learned of some hidden features of Android 6.0. One hidden feature I want to talk about is the System UI Tuner menu in Android Marshmallow's settings screen. After pulling down the notification shade and holding a finger on the settings cog for several seconds, an option called System UI Tuner will be added to the settings menu. In this menu, Android gives you the opportunity to make small customizations to different elements of the user interface. First, just like what I mentioned in my Nexus 6P so far video, the System UI Tuner allows the user to configure and rearrange the quick toggles that appear in the notification shade. In addition to customizing the aforementioned quick toggles, there's another section in the System UI Tuner that allows the user to determine what notification icons can and cannot appear in the status bar. One aspect of this menu that I really appreciate is the fact that one of these screen UI customizations enables a battery percentage in the status bar, which, like I mentioned before, that's something that really needs to be a part of stock Android out of the box. Finally, the System UI Tuner includes a demo mode, but this feature is really only useful when putting LG's latest Nexus device on display in a retail setting. Next, in the sound and notification section of the settings menu, there's a pulse notification light toggle that allows the user to enable a hidden notification LED. Since I just unboxed my Nexus 5X, I chose not to participate in the Android N beta, but I like some of the features that other YouTubers have demonstrated on their own devices. For example, Google has enhanced support for multitasking in Android with a new multi-window feature. Going along with what I said about the Nexus imprint fingerprint scanner on Huawei's Nexus 6P, the 5X's fingerprint scanner is in the perfect place for when I pull the phone out of my pocket. The USB Type-C charging cable fits snugly into the 5X's charging port. Sometimes I've had difficulties removing the cable after charging, but I really appreciate the fact that the charging cable has virtually no wiggle room when plugged in. As for battery life and screen on time on the Nexus 5X, I'm really disappointed. Even with moderate usage, the battery in my 5X typically only lasts for a day and a half, with only about 2 hours of screen on time. For a phone with a 5.2-inch 1080p screen and a 2700 mAh battery, coupled with the doze feature of Android Marshmallow, this is just unacceptable. If you've had better luck with battery life on your own Nexus 5X, let me know in the comments below. If you're already familiar with Motorola's Nexus 6 of 2014 and Huawei's 2015 Nexus flagship, the 6P, you'll recall that those two phones have front-facing stereo speakers. As I mentioned previously, the 5X only has a single bottom speaker. The weaker, tinny sound produced by this one speaker leaves me wishing the 5X had dual stereo speakers. Lastly, I recommend getting a case if you've recently purchased the Nexus 5X. Only after a couple weeks of use, my phone has a pinhole-sized dent in one corner from minor impacts against hard surfaces. After this happened, I decided to purchase a Cruiserlite Bug Droid case for the phone, which I've unboxed in another video. Overall, those are my impressions of LG's Nexus 5X so far. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.